The fate of the suspect in the Delphi double murder case is now in the hands of the jury.
After nearly 8 years of confusion, grief, and frustration, the city of Delphi now anxiously awaits a decision from the jury. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Dan Spieler.
And I'm Nick McGill. The jury received that case at about 1:25 this afternoon, spent about 2 hours deliberating today.
We want to find out, we wait to find out now if they believe Richard Allen is the man who killed Abby Williams and Libby German just off the Monon High Trail in 2017. That is the audio clip that's been part of this investigation nearly the entire time. Now the trial has entered its final phase. Tonight we have several reporters and anchors there in Delphi, including Fox 59's Birchelle Edmé, who joins us live outside the Carroll County Courthouse with the latest details breaking today in court. Birchelle?
Just about an hour and a half ago, the jury left here. They have the case in their hands, so they've retired for the evening at the hotel, and we'll wait to see what they do tomorrow morning when they're back at 9 a.m. But for this community, somewhat on pins and needles right now. They've been waiting 8 years, essentially, for answers, asking questions. Why did this happen? How did it happen? And most importantly, who did it? Well, now we learned from Indiana State Police, they feel as if they have the bridge guy. They have their man for this case. 2 years ago, they arrested Richard Allen, who is the main and only suspect right now in this case. And right now, the jury will decide his fate. Now, Richard Allen is accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German. The teens were found dead near the Monon High Bridge. This was back in 2017. Allen faces 4 charges. He's charged with 2 counts of felony murder, which is causing someone's death while committing another crime. That crime would be kidnapping when we talk about this case. He's also charged with 2 counts of murder. Now, today, the state gave their closing arguments, as did the defense, and inside the courtroom was our Russ McQuaid, who has been there all 18 days of this case and also covering it for nearly 8 years. So for the final moments there before the jury deliberated, what did you hear?
It's a long haul to get to this day, Birchelle. 60 witnesses, 200 to 300 pieces of evidence and exhibits. And at 1:25 this afternoon, Judge Fran Gull turned to that jury and said, in essence, folks, it's all up to you. This is the courtroom where Richard Allen's fate has hung in the balance for almost 3 weeks. Carroll County prosecutor Nicholas McLeland told jurors that the witness testimony and evidence points to one conclusion: Richard Allen is bridge guy. He showed jurors once again the killer stalking Libby and Abby on the south end of the Monon High Bridge as they desperately sought an avenue of escape. Richard Allen had a gun pointed at them to exert power, said McLeland. And that gun ejected a bullet found near the bodies that matched the gun found in Allen's house. He left behind his calling card, a bullet, the prosecutor told the jurors. And there's the cell block confessions from Allen while he was locked up in a maximum security state prison awaiting trial. He gives you details only he would have, only the killer would have. But it was Allen's incarceration in solitary confinement for more than a year and resulting psychosis that bolstered the defense argument for a not guilty verdict. If somebody was bearing down on you for the murders of 2 girls, your response might be the same, defense attorney Brad Rosie told the jury. Solitary confinement is damaging to a man's brain. Rosie went after the Indiana State Police lab tests that linked the bullet found at the scene with Allen's gun. The magic bullet is nothing more than the tragic bullet, he said, an example of, quote, bungled ballistics. And that investigators should have taken a harder look at a neighbor near the crime scene whose story has changed about what he was doing the day Abby and Libby died. When Judge Gull handed the case to the jury, she reminded them about the concept of reasonable doubt. They have to have not beyond all doubt, but reasonable doubt. Use your common sense when coming to this verdict. She also said you can consider a lack of evidence in this case, and you can't hold it against Richard Allen that he didn't testify against himself in this case. Birchelle, we were all surprised at about 3:25 this afternoon when we turned around here.
Yeah, and the vans were just going off.
We saw the vans leave, taking the jury back to the hotel in Lafayette. Now, that jury only met for 2 hours this afternoon. That could mean a lot. It could mean nothing at all. It could mean after 3 weeks testimony, I took a lot of notes. I watched them taking a lot of notes.
Right.
They just may need a night to sit back, look at their notes, gather their thoughts before they start doing some heavy lifting tomorrow morning.
And the likelihood is that they have already now assigned or picked out a foreperson. And then from there, they decide, okay, how do we move forward? 9 a.m. is when we'll be back here. And as they review some of what was heard in those closing arguments, is there one thing that stood out to you overall in this trial?
In this trial, I think the thing that really stood out to me, and I saw the look on the jury's face, I mean, there's evidence yes, there's evidence no, pro and con, was just the quality of the investigation. Several times on the stand, investigators had to admit, we don't have that evidence, we taped over that evidence, we lost those interviews, we don't have this information. And there was a couple times I looked at the faces of the jurors and they were somewhat dismayed, expecting a full professional investigation to realize there were mistakes made over the years. And they said and both sides admitted, one of the biggest glaring missing pieces of this, there's no DNA evidence linking Richard Allen to those girls or to this murder.
Well, Russ, thank you. We know you're going to continue to follow everything inside of that courtroom for us. That includes when that verdict is heard. In the meantime, we're also hearing from the family of these girls, and we want to make sure we're sharing that with you. We just heard now from Becky Patty, and she says here, quote, "It is now in the hands of the jury. Please take a minute to say a little prayer that they have clarity." They, of course, being the jury. So as we do that, we want to make sure that we here at Fox 59 are also centering these girls and continuing to honor and remember them. Again, they were 13 and 14 years old when they were murdered, and they were in band, loved nature and sports. And over the years, the Delphi community has made sure to remember those small details, the things that truly made them who they were. And they've done that by honoring their lives in different ways. Abby and Libby Memorial Park is the most permanent way that honors them here in Delphi. That was dedicated more than 3 years ago today. And I can tell you, having been here in front of the courthouse just for a little while, we're seeing people who just walk up, take a little moment, and you can tell they're reflecting on these girls and hoping for the outcome that so many want, which is ultimately justice. So we here will continue to watch if and when that happens and what the jury decides. But for now, I'll send things back to you in the studio.
Okay. Birchelle Edmé.